Hello, Facebook. We wanted to show you what happens when we host a pen turning team event. To help explain how it works, I've enlisted woodshop pro Frank.
Okay, so we're talking about making pens today. So we have Zeke, which is going to be our hands. He's thing 1 and thing 2 today, showing us how to set up the mandrel for pen turning. So essentially, we've taken all the bushings off mandrel except one. Now we're sliding on the bottom half of the blank and another bushing, and then the other blank and another bushing, followed by the cap nut. Okay, now that we have that set up and snugged down good and tight, we're going to go to the lathe.
And give that a good crank so that things don't spin.
Okay, so we insert the Morse paper into the headstock, and then we're going to slide the tailstock up and snug it up. We want to be careful not to tighten that too much, because if you tighten it too much, what will happen is the mandrel will warp. So now we're essentially starting out with two square pieces that we're going to turn around. Once we get them round, we want to get the ends down to the size of the bushing, because the bushings are the same size as the pen hardware. And once we've done that, the middle is up to you. You do whatever you want with it. So now we're sanding, and we're going to sand progressively from about 100 grit through 220, 320 roughly. And there's a little trick. You can grab a handful of sawdust and grab the pen and burnish it. So what we have now is Mylan's friction polish. We're just getting the pen wet to start with. And we add a little more and turn the lathe on. And what we want to do is we want to apply friction, hence friction polish, to the pen. And what that'll do is will cause the finish to polymerize. So now we're assembling. We start with the nib, and then we add the twist mechanism, which is really important not to push it in too far, because if you do, the pen won't retract properly. So once you've done that and you're satisfied, you test fit the ink reservoir and the pen mechanism, and then you make sure that you're good. And if you are, then you're done with that part of it.
I think I put it in just a tip too much on that one.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's all right. Anyway, now you take the second half of the pen and you insert the clip into the cap and press fit all that together. And once you've done that, you essentially slide the top half onto the bottom half. It takes a bit of pressure to get it set, but once you're set, it's good. And now you have a completed pen.
When we are able to get back into the shop, we look forward to hosting pen turning team events with you. Stay safe.